Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 4 of What If Naruto Was Trained to Be the God of Shinobi by all the Hokages. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto fused with Minato, Kushina, and Kurama over on Anime King 3 and enjoy that guys. And also, if you're new, yes, I indeed have 4 channels, Anime King 2, Anime King 3, and Anime Prince, which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking back to all of you, so yeah, without further ado, we jump right into this new episode. Begin now, guys. So the last time we left off, Team 7 made their way toward the Chunin exams, as they came across Team 9 as Naruto flirted with Tenten. Afterwards, they were attacked by Lee, as Lee went up against Sasuke. However, Sasuke stood no chance, but Naruto was intrigued how powerful he was, as guys showed up as well afterwards. So with that, they made their way as Kakashi wished them luck. So they arrive in the room as Naruto scouted out everyone. Kabuto Yakushi came over as he started to relay information that he shouldn't have, as Naruto knew that this guy was a spy through and through the moment that he heard him relay this information. So Naruto was able to pass information on to Ibiki, as the letter was sent back to the Hokage. With that, Naruto received a letter from Uncle in the first phase of the exam as he slipped it right in his pocket, as he had to. Just watch Kabuto for the time being but do not interact. However, if you find anything useful, if you find anything incriminated, he should take him out and bring him back, as they couldn't allow a spy to move around their ranks like this. So with that, Naruto created a clone, as he ended up separating from his group as he made his way. The clone should be strong enough as Naruto got tracks on Kabuto. However, things went to hell when Orochimaru attacked. Sasuke was bitten with a curse mark as a clone, had to move his group rather quickly, as he could not fight Orochimaru. While he had some of Naruto's chakra, the clone was nowhere near strong enough, so he had to move back immediately. However, Naruto was a far distance off, so he had to move as well. The clone dispelled afterwards, telling Sakura that he would go and gather some firewood and all that, and set some traps, which he did before he dispelled, to send the memories back to the original. Sakura was all alone as she was left in a nifty situation. It was there that she realized that she wasn't ready for this, as she came to terms, as Naruto had told her that if she keep on letting her fangirl side suppress her Kunoichi side, she would be killed out here, as she started to understand his words. When Naruto arrived back in the scene, the team stood no chance as Naruto decimated all of them before he went up against Sasuke, but Sasuke stood no chance against him as he knocked him out. He told Sakura that she can go rest now, as he would take care of everything, which he did. So with that out of the way, Naruto brought them back towards the tower, as he completed that step of the exam. As Naruto was rather upset when he heard that Uncle had went after Orochimaru. As she realized that he was not joking, he was seriously angry at her for doing that, making this abrupt move without thinking about her safety. What if she had died out there? As she realized that yes, he cared about her, as he denied to ever touch her until the exam was over, making her whine in pain and annoyance. So with that, the exam began, as the members started to fight. However, Sakura gave up, as she said that she was not ready for the exams. Ino followed suit afterwards as well, as she gave up as well, as Naruto was called to face off against Sasuke. Both Naruto and Sasuke fought. However, Sasuke was rather shocked when Naruto revealed that he had a Sharingan, shocking the hell out of him. as he quickly took Sasuke out after that. Everyone was looking at him, wondering where the hell he got the Sharingan from. However, Naruto did not have the Sharingan, it was just a simple transformation jutsu over his eyes, so that he could eliminate Sasuke rather quickly without wasting much time. So yeah guys, basically that's what I thought. If you guys can switch across the please check it out for yourself, and also don't forget to go ahead and check out the other what ifs over the other channels. Links will be down in the description for Anime King, Anime King 3, and Anime Prince, which I post on every single day, so go ahead check it out and yeah, enjoy. So without further ado, what do you say we jump right into this guys, begin now. Kiba stood in the ring against Dosu. You should give up, he said. Me and Akamaru have this in the bag. Are you both ready, Hayate asked. They both nodded. Begin. Why don't you stand aside, Akamaru? I'll finish this quickly, Kiba said with a smirk, being a bit too overconfident. Piercing Fang! As he threw himself in a spinning rotation towards Dosu. Dosu waited until he was closer before he lifted his arm. Vibrating sound drill as he swung his arm as Kiba seemed to bug out of focus as he slammed right into the wall as he was knocked unconscious. As Akamaru rushed towards his partner as he tried to tug on his pant leg for him to wake up, but Kiba was out cold. Winner, Dosu. Wow, that was a little embarrassing, said Naruto, stayed in the office. Kurenai just shook her head after her student boasting. Kiba was boasting his entire way down. I can't believe he lost like that, Kurenai said. What was that jutsu anyway? You know that device he has in his arm, Shikamaru said. Yeah, what about it? It's rather troublesome. He used a similar attack on another genin within the forest. It messed with sound waves, damaging the hearing senses, and put everything else at a disadvantage. The next match was Gaara versus Mitsumi. As Gaara calmly sunshined down there, Mitsumi walked down in a calm, leisurely pace. He seemed to be in no hurry to get down there. Are both fighters ready? Gaara popped the cork off his gort as Mitsumi smirked with a nod. Begin! The battle started out with Gaara sending out sand as Mitsumi was able to throw himself around, dodging the attacks. As he tried to get close, however, the sand was just so fast as he jumped back. That was a bit too close for comfort. I can now see why you never take damage. That's one hell of a defense. However, Gaara seemed bored. This is boring. Your blood is not enough to appease mother, he said. Mitsumi glared at Gaara. Don't you dismiss me, you little shit. You might not live to regret it, as he placed his hand in a ram seal. Soft body modification, he said. As he pulled out a paper tag, he stretched his arm towards Gaara. Gaara's hand came out, however, he slapped the explosive tag on it. Let's see how bored you are now. Boom! As sand was all over the arena. As Mitsumi stretched both of his arms this time and placed two explosive tags, as sand was exploding all over the arena. Gaara stood there completely unfazed by that. However, Mitsumi was not paying attention. By the time he realized he was ankle deep in sand, it was too late. As I said before, your blood. It is not good enough for mother. How? When did your sand get behind me? You can blame that on your little bombs, Gaara said, as Mitsumi had scattered the sand all around him. The sand grabbed Mitsumi. Sand coughing. He was crushed. His body was mutilated as Gaara dropped the corpse on the ground once he was dead. Winner, Gaara of the desert, as the body was taken away. Did that really just happen? He just killed him like it was nothing, Choji said. This was the first time he was seeing someone die in front of him. Gaara is never satisfied unless he spilled blood. Unfortunately, she whispered in the last part. It doesn't matter if it's friend or enemy, Tamara said to herself. As Conqueror overheard it though. That Mitsumi guy was right about something though. If someone was able to get past the defense, you should be able to take him down. It's a shame the fight did not last longer. I would have liked to see more, said Naruto. Conqueror scoffed. It's an absolute defense, nothing get past it. The only absolute defense is an absolute offense, said Naruto. Besides, I like a challenge, and this seemed pretty promising. Yeah, I'll make sure to place it on your tombstone, said Conqueror. The next match was Choji versus Yuri Akidu, as Yuri made a big mistake by calling Choji fat, and it was over. As he ran Yuri over at least 10 times. By the time it was done, Yuri was on the ground, flat as a pancake, as the medics took him away. I'm guessing that he's a tad sensitive about his weight, huh? Said Naruto. Yeah, only a little, Asuma said, a bit sheepishly. The next match was Rock Lee versus Kankuro. Yes! It is now time to show the world my flames of youth! Lee screamed from the balcony as he flipped and landed in a crouch. As Kankuro calmly made his way down there, as the both of them faced one another, Lee was almost bouncing with uncontrollable energy. Calm down, Lee, soon. You may unleash the power of youth, Guy shouted from the balcony. Are the both of you ready? The proctor asked. As they both nodded, Lee bounced the ball off his heel. Alright, begin. Here I go, Lee said as he sped forward. Severe Leaf Hurricane! As Kankuro's head exploded in a shower of splinters. Oh no, my power of youth has completely destroyed another person, Lee screamed as he looked at the headless corpse. You son of a bitch, a voice shouted as Kankuro came from the bundle on Crow's back. You destroyed Crow. Do you know how long it took me to build this? The blood, the sweat, the tears. I'm sorry, what can I do to fix it? Said Lee. Hey Lee, said Naruto. Yes, Arashi. Don't apologize, you're in the middle of a fight. And you just destroyed his main weapon, it seems. Kick his ass! Lee nodded. Dynamic entry! As Kankuro looked up as a feet slammed in his face, knocking him unconscious. Winner, Rock Lee. Guy Sensei, I did it! I'm one step closer to show my power of you to the world. Lee, you made me so proud, said Guy. The rest of the matches took place with Shikamaru versus Kin. Shikamaru won. Hinata versus Neji. Neji won. Tenten versus Temari. Temari won. Zaku versus Shino. Shino won. As the proctor coughed. And that is it for the preliminaries. You all have to come and draw a number to see your fight to set up for the finals. As everyone made their way down there, once the numbers are written out on the board. Alright, there it is. The first match will be between Neji Hyuga and Arashi. The second match will be between Shikamaru, Nara, and Temari of the Desert. The third match will be between Gaara of the Desert and Rock Lee. The fourth match will be between Shino and Dosu. And Choji will fight the winner of the first round. That will be all. You have 1 month to prepare. 1 month? Why so long, said Choji. Nobles are coming from all over the area to watch you people fight. So make sure you show them a good show, said Hayase as he coughed. So with that, people started to file out. As Naruto was about to pick up the trail on Kabuto until an envoy in a beer mask stopped him. Can I help you, Beer-san? He said. Lord Hokage has sent for you to meet him in the Hokage Tower in an hour. As Naruto sighed the delay to his mission. Alright, I'll make my way there. The envoy went off as he made his way off. Since Naruto had the hour to kill, he figured that he would go to one of his favorite places. As Naruto arrived, he took in a deep breath. The smell was just magnificent. As he sat down, just one moment, I'll be right there, a feminine voice said. Take your time, said Naruto. Welcome to Oh, Arashi-kun. Welcome back, Ayam said. It's good to be back, Ayam-chan, he said. Have you been out in the mission? You usually come by at least once a week, she said. Actually, I was taking part in Chunin exams and they just finished. The final part doesn't start until a month, so you might not see me that often. Oh, well, I'll miss having you around, she said. Ayam-chan, he said with a smirk. I have no idea that you'd miss me so much. Would you like something to hold you over until you see me again, he said, leaning over the counter. Her face turned red. No, that's not what I meant at all, she said. Let me go get your order in. She rushed inside as quickly as possible. A few seconds later, Toki came out. I figured that it was you out here, Arashi-san. Ayam came in. However, she didn't get to ask for your order. However, now she's too embarrassed to come back out and ask, said Toki, with a chuckle. As Naruto started to laugh as well. Anyway, said Toki, what would you have? A large bowl of chicken, beef, and pork, please. Just 3. Taking it like today, huh? Yeah, unfortunately. I have an appointment, so I have to dine and dash. Well then, they will be right up, he said as he made his way to the kitchen. That is when Naruto heard voices outside. You do know that rocks aren't square, don't you? Get out of here, lady. Can't you see that we're on a top secret surveillance mission? As Naruto turned his head and saw the familiar female voice was Hana Inuzaka. As she was wearing a Chunin vest over her clothing with 3 hounds. They were grey, large, As they were looking at the talking rock. I'm just saying, said Hana, rocks aren't square, and they don't have eye holes. Just leave already and take your dogs with you. You're gonna blow our cover, said Konohamaru. It's too late. What are you doing, said Naruto, walking up behind them. This is our chance, said Konohamaru. The entire thing exploded as they started to cough violently. Too much gunpowder. Konohamaru jumped out. I am Konohamaru, future monkey sage of Konoha. My name is Udon. I like Max, Udon said, as he adjusted his glasses. I am Mogi, the sassiest kunoichi on the planet, as the three of them were in lower face masks, just like Naruto. And together we are the Konohamaru Ninja Corps. The three of them struck poses. Right, said Naruto. Let me ask again. What are you doing, he asked. Big bro, I'm here to challenge you. Okay, have you finished the exercise I gave you? Not yet, said Konohamaru. Well, you know our deal, no challenges until you complete every exercise I gave you. And why didn't you finish it, he asked. Because it was boring just sitting there going through hand signs. I want to learn some awesome jutsu. Oh, I see. You want to learn an awesome jutsu, huh? Something like a dragon made of fire. As Konohamaru's eyes lit up at that. Yeah, that's so awesome, he said. How about you two, he said. You want to learn an awesome jutsu as well? The both of them nodded eagerly. Okay, I'll teach the three of you a powerful, offensive ninjutsu right now. As your eyes light up hearing that, Arashi-san, is it okay to teach 3 academy students a possible dangerous jutsu? Hana said. It will be fine, Hana-chan. All of you pay close attention, said Naruto. You must use the hand signs correctly. And I call this jutsu, he said, as he went through hand signs slowly. Get your head out of your ass jutsu. As he hit all 3 of them over the head, as they were on the ground nursing the lumps on top of their heads. As Hana was off to the side, she thought that he was going to actually teach them something as destructive as the Fire Dragon Jutsu. Have you forgotten already, Konohamaru? There is no shortcut to achieve your goals. You have to complete every step or you will miss something vital that will save your life for someone else someday. Even if I was dumb enough to teach you a A-rank jutsu like the Fire Dragon Jutsu, if you can't do the hand signs correctly, you might accidentally blow yourself up. Udon, Moge, since you both follow Konohamaru's lead without questioning his plan, you all will share in his punishment. The 3 of them are shocked. Punishment? For what, said Konohamaru? For breaking your end of the deal that we made. For the next 30 days you are not allowed to challenge me or your grandfather. What? I'm not done. In addition to that, you owe me 20 laps a day around the academy while going through the hand signs back and front. If you don't complete your punishment, then I won't accept any more of your challenge, said Naruto. Why not? Konohamaru said, as his eyes were filled with tears. Because you already broken your word to me once, when you did not finish the original exercise, and you challenged me anyway. You're more than my rival someday. The 3 of you are going to be my comrades. And I have to know that I can trust you to keep you to your word, said Naruto. Fine, I'll accept your punishment. I'll finish those laps and more. Me too. I'll be right there with you, Konohamaru, said Udon. You two would be lost without me, so I'll be there too, said Moge. It's good to see you guys so enthusiastic. Before you get started, there are 3 large bowls of ramen inside for you. Just tell them to put down my tab, said Naruto. The 3 of them eyes light up as they thanked him and rushed inside. As Hana was watching him. Okay, so far I can see that he is kind to animals, which is a big plus in my book. And he also seemed to be a wonderful role model. If the ninja mask these kids are wearing is any sign of that, he can also be strict and instill morals into people as well. Now I just need to see him on the battlefield, and maybe after that in the bedroom, and I think I find the perfect mate. As Naruto waved his hand in front of her face. Hana-chan, you zoned out for a minute there, are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry, Arashi-kun, she said. As she realized that she said kun. Were you saying something, she asked, her cheeks a bit red. Yeah, I was asking who were these guys, said Naruto. Oh, these are the Hamlet triplets, my partners, she said. Nice to meet you, said Naruto. They sniffed him for a while before they stepped back down aside. So, said Naruto, getting back up, where are you off to? I was on my way to the hospital to pick up my brother Kiba. It seems he got injured in the Chunin exams. Yeah, I was there. It was kind of over quickly after all this boasting. Arashi said, chuckling at the memory. Do you mind if I walk with you? I'm heading towards that direction. Oh, not at all. I had a couple of medics friends who were there. They told me what happened in great detail. It sounds just like him. Kiba thinks that he's an alpha. However, at the moment he doesn't have the skills to back it up. He'll come around, said Naruto. How did you do, she asks. I'm in the finals. 1 month from now I show Konoha and the Elemental Nation what I can do. Careful. You're starting to sound a bit like Kiba, Hana said. Thanks for the warning. As he walked for a few minutes talking about random things until they came to an intersection. I guess this is where we part companies for the time being. It was nice seeing you again, Hana-chan. You too. I'll be sure to cheer for you in the Chunin exam, she said. Yes. I look forward to hear you scream out my name, he said to her. As he gave her a smile before he walked off. While she could not see the smile on his face, the thought that was in her head was completely different. As her face turned red, the way he said that, she doubted he was speaking about Chunin exams, of her screaming out his name. Time skip. The room seemed tense as Naruto stepped in. As Kakashi was there, and there was a man that he's never met before, however, he knew him from his description. White hair, red lines on his face, and the headband with the kanji for oil on it. His green clothing, Naruto knew him very well from his description. You called for me, Hokage-sama, said Naruto. Yes, I did. Firstly, knock off the Hokage-sama stuff. Everyone here already know who you are. If you say so, Gigi. I don't mean to sound impatient, but I was hoping to get back on Kabuto's trail before it gets too cold. Then I'm glad that I called you here. I had first called you here to only introduce you to Jiraiya, said Hiruzen, as Jiraiya tilted his head in greeting as Naruto returned it. Now with the information that Kakashi brought to me, Kabuto's surveillance mission became a capture mission. About a half an hour ago, Kabuto tried to abduct Sasuke from the hospital, Hiruzen said. He's still in the hospital. I didn't do that much damage, did I? Naruto said, because in all honesty, he barely touched Sasuke. As he put Sasuke out of his mind, he turned towards Kakashi. Did he display any skills that was not in his file? He may be a censor, or maybe he's just really aware of his surroundings. He was ready for me before I even entered the room, and he already had a decent evasion strategy prepared. He disguised himself as a dead Anfon use the Dead Soul Jutsu, where he can temporarily animate a dead body. He seemed to be really comfortable in close combat range. That's all I could figure out in a short time, but I was able to be there with him. That's more than enough. I'll start at the hospital and work my way out. Where do you want him delivered? Anvo headquarters. We have to get those invasion plans out of him, if he knows them. I'll have interrogators on standby for delivery. Right, well I'm off. I'll check in when I can. With that he was gone, a swirl of leaf. So that's him, huh? Said Jiraiya. The hair and eyes remind me of Minato. And from the way you describe how we fight, it's also Minato, but a little Sharingan trait that you told me about. That's all Kushina, said Jiraiya with a laugh, knowing that is how Kushina would do things. I've had the opportunity to hang out with him and he definitely has a lot of Kushina in him as well, said Kakashi. He'll be fine. He was trained by some of the best people I could find, Hiruzen said. As Jiraiya turned towards the sensei, who did train him? Well, I did, technically, Hiruzen said. Time skip. Just like he said, he went to the hospital first. His sensory skills and his tracking skills were on a different level. That is why it only took him an hour before he was on Kabuto's trail. As the place started to get dark as he started to blend into the shadows, it seems like Kabuto was not done with Konoha yet. As he found him, Kabuto was strolling through an alleyway. Like he didn't have a care in the world, like he was not being hunted. Maybe he knew someone was out there, maybe he did not. But anyway, he took a lot of balls to walk so freely in enemy territory and not just to give a damn. As he followed Kabuto for another hour, as he couldn't fight him within the village, there was too much collateral damage. At least somewhere more safe. As he was surprised to see Kabuto joined by someone that he recognized from the exam. It was the Sand team, Jonin Sensei. As he blended into the shadows and he channeled chakra into his ears. Should we be meeting out in the open like this? If Konoha suspect, things could take a turn for the worse, Baki said. It doesn't matter, my cover is already blown. I was ordered to take Sasuke from the hospital, but I failed. So Konoha is already looking out for me, Kabuto said. Exactly. They're looking for a sound spy, but they have no suspicion on the Sand Village and the Kazekage want to keep it that way. I heard you're Orochimaru's right-hand man, but you still call for a face-to-face meeting after you've been goddamn compromised. What kind of foolish game are you playing? True enough. But I could have taken Sasuke and be back in the sound. However, I want to see how Konoha would respond. After seeing their reaction, I can still take him. If your foolishness causes the plan to fall apart, the stand will withdraw. The Kazekage will not show his hand until the very last moment. That is fine with us. You should tell your students soon, he said, handing over a scroll. That's all of the plans. Make sure they know what kind of roles they're going to be playing in the upcoming attack. Right, before I go, I'll deal with our guest, Baki said. As Naruto prepared himself, however, two shadows raced off, as someone else was there spying on them as well. As Naruto remained where he was as he watched Kabuto, as Naruto created a clone that quickly went after the Sand Jonin and the mystery person. A smirk came on Naruto's face when he saw Kabuto going into a training ground to get out of the village, as he was going to take to the woods. Well, said Kabuto as he came to a stop, I was hoping that you get bored by now, but it seems I have some loose ends, said Kabuto, as Naruto did not move. There was someone else here as well. The only reason I followed you was to get a good look at those info cards. But then I heard you and that sand ninja talking. So you're Orochimaru's right-hand man, huh? Since I can't get to him, then you will have to do. Dosu said rather angrily. It was Dosu from the exams. Now why would you betray Orochimaru-sama after all he has given you? Kabuto asked, looking towards the bandaged Dosu. We thought that we were going to be a part of something great. We thought that we were going to do something worth living for, but he was just fattening us up. For us to be killed by Sasuke Uchiha, we were nothing but pawns to be slaughtered once you awaken the curse mark. Isn't that right, Dosu said. You're a smart one, Dosu-kun. You know that your sacrifice doesn't have to be in vain though. Orochimaru-sama still has use for you, Kabuto said with a smirk, as he held up his hand that was glowing with chakra. I'm done being you, said Dosu as he ran and swung his hand. Kabuto was thrown back as Dosu rushed, as he slammed his fist into his face. However, Kabuto turned to mud. Damn it, a mud clone. Dosu cried as he fell to the ground as his Achilles tendons were cut in both heels. As Kabuto rose from behind him, before he touched Dosu on the back of the neck, as Dosu's body collapsed down to the ground. I've just trapped the blood flow to your brain. In a minute, all of that blood will have nowhere else to go, except for your nose, mouth, eyes, and ears. And then you will die. Painful. I call it the kiss of a dragon. You should have taken me up on my offer, because you wouldn't have been here dying like the useless pawn that you turned out to be. Kabuto had to flash away as a kunai almost split his skull. As Naruto appeared, he quickly ended Dosu with a kunai to his skull to stop his suffering. There was no saving him. You just ruined my entertainment. No matter. I will be more than happy enough to let you play. Who's gonna meet the Shinigami next, said Kabuto, with a smirk. A clone popped into existence as he created, as he took Dosu's body and moved off with it. Nothing to say, Arashikun. Nothing about how heartless I am to betray my home. Nothing at all, Kabuto asked. As Naruto reached in his pocket and pulled out a small cylinder, he channeled chakra into it as it turned into a staff. Do I look like a therapist to you? I don't care about your reason for joining Orochimaru, or how cold and ruthless you are in battle. The only thing that concerns me is completing my mission, so let's get this over with, shall we? As Naruto rocketed from where he was, Kabuto had to jump back as he turned to the left. Naruto's staff turned the tree behind him into pure splinters. As a real Kabuto jumped out of a tree before, it was completely destroyed. The thing that he was talking to turned into a mud clone as it collapsed. I guess there is no fooling you. Well, it's been a while since I could cut loose. And I guess there's no time like the present to stretch those muscles of mine. You know, you're a funny guy, Kabuto. You're so confident that you could escape, or that you can outright kill me at any time you please. But, to tell you the truth, you have absolutely no idea what you're dealing with. Electricity started to gather on Arash's hand as she rushed down toward the steel staff. Lightning release. Electric rod jutsu. He swung as he moved, aiming towards Kabuto's shoulder. Kabuto jumped back, however. The assaults were relentless. He activated his chakra scalpels as he tried to block the attacks. However, they were coming so fast, he had no choice but to just try and dodge. As Naruto brought the staff up before he drove it down, tearing up the training ground. As Kabuto was gone. Now, where are you, Kabuto? Kabuto appeared behind Naruto as he touched him back of the neck, as Naruto dropped down to the ground. As Kabuto chuckled, now, Arashikan, you got a bit too overconfident. As I said, you're still not a match for me. However, our little fight was good. I hope you enjoy your agonizing. Kabuto was cut off. As he saw a hand in front of his face, the hand gripped him by the throat and lifted him off the ground. Kabuto looked down as the clone poofed away off the ground. But when did he? Kabuto thought to himself. I told you, Kabuto. You have no idea what you're messing with. Naruto slammed his hand in his gut as Kabuto cried out in pain, electricity burning him. Once Naruto dropped him, he was smoking, but he was still alive. As he bound him before he threw him over his shoulder and made his way. When Naruto arrived towards Anbu headquarters, he saw many people there, as he did not expect so much people. However, what he saw was his clone, as the clone gave him a two-finger salute and poofed away, as Naruto got the memories. As he realized what his clone help did, inside was none other than Baki, as there was a man in there interrogating him. Who is that guy? Naruto asks. Inoichi Yamanaka, head of the Yamanaka clan, and one of our top interrogators. Hiruzen informed Naruto. Where's Ibiki then? Said Naruto. I sent him out on an intel gathering mission right after the preliminary fights. He won't be back for at least a week. If I know that I would have needed him, I would have sent someone else, Hiruzen said. Well, since we don't have much time to lose, I know of an interrogation specialist that would love to work on Orochimaru's right-hand man with a pair of kunais and a blowtorch. Well, I'm afraid that she might end up killing him before we can get any scrap of information about Orochimaru, especially when she finds out that he's Orochimaru's second in command. I'm afraid that we won't be able to get the information. That's why they gave you the fancy hat, so you can make the hard decisions, said Naruto. As Hiruzen chuckled before he got serious. So, any problem? Nope, he's a clone range fighter. He's also an expert medical ninja. He likes to taunt his opponents to get them in close, to finish them off. I also placed a chakra suppression seal on him, so he'll be staying put for quite a while. Hiruzen nodded as he called for his envoy. Take the prisoner to the isolation cell. Nothing is to go in or out, or no one, unless you hear from me personally. As the envoys nodded as they took Kabuto away. Well then, if that will be all, you're dismissed, Hiruzen said. You can give me a full report in the morning. As Naruto nodded to the old man as he noticed that the cat mask envoy was still there, who escorted him here. Apparently he needed an escort to leave. I could find my way. If you want to continue your duties, Arashi said. No, I'm off duty. I only stuck around to thank you for saving the life of my boyfriend. You're welcome. How is Hayate doing? Sorry that my clone left him there, but he had seemed to be having some kind of fit. Oh, he's okay. He always had that kind of reaction when he pushed himself a bit too hard. He's at the hospital for treatment. I will yell at him when he wakes up tomorrow, she said. Well, I'm glad he's gonna be okay. Thanks for the escort, he said, as he was gone. Naruto reappeared next to the apartment that he shared with Uncle. Since he started to stay over, they basically just stay with each other. As Naruto was standing there until he noticed something, a kunai dropped right in his hand as he was about to throw it until... Oh, how can I help you, Jiraiya? Said Naruto, as he sent away the kunai. Since he told me about Hokage's secret, and how he sent you off to train with them. I guess you know that I was your father's teacher, huh? As Naruto nodded. I guess there's nothing else to do than come out and say it. Your parents also named me your godfather. Why tell me this? As you can see, I'm grown, said Naruto. And as you heard, I was raised by 4 great men, so I don't really need a father figure. I've had 4, said Naruto. I'm telling you this so that I can get to know you. I've let bad memories keep me out of Konoha, and kept me away out of your life for the past 16 years. And I don't want to waste any more time. I want to know the only family I have left. Throughout all of this, they did not break eye contact as Naruto looked him right in the eyes. As Jiraiya did not flinch away. Are you dying or something? Naruto asked. Because if you are, and you're only here to see me out of guilt, you don't have to work and keep our relationship completely business professional. There's no hard feelings that will come from me. No, I'm not dying, said Jiraiya. To be honest, I'm here out of guilt. Naruto was about to say something, but Jiraiya raised his hand. Just let me finish, he said. I should have put my duty as your godfather above my own grief. I am sorry for running out on you. You needed me more than I needed to drown my sorrows. Save your sorries. Jiraiya flinched at that. Who's to say that my life would have been better if you had taken me with you? JJ told me that the only reason I didn't grow up as the heir to the Uzumaki and the Namikaze clan is because Hayden Rock has a grudge against my father, and Kumo adopted my mother once for her special chakra, and me being right between the both of those, well, you can understand why. Besides, if you had taken me with you and they found out, the enemies would have been after you, and you'd have been severely handicapped when I was a child. Jiraiya breathed a sigh of relief, seeing that the kid did not hate him. I was just gonna go and crash, but, well, you want to go get a drink, said Naruto. A smile came on Jiraiya's face. A drink sounds good, he said. Time skip. It was finally time. The month had been productive, for one. Baki believed that everything was okay, as Inoichi had blocked out the memories of what had happened to him that night, and placed the memory seal on him as well, and they had gotten every ounce of information that they could get. Everything was set up, everything was ready. As for Kabuto, it took 24/7 physical and mental breaking from both Anko and Ibiki once he came back to break Kabuto down. They had the plans and precautions in place. All they were waiting for was the catalyst, the drop. And this time Orochimaru would not be leaving this place alive. Meanwhile in the stands, Ino was still trying to get Sakura to tell her why she dropped out of the exams. I mean it, forehead. If you don't tell me what you're planning, I'll dive into your brain and get it myself. For the last time, Miss Piggy, I'm not planning anything. I'm just really gonna focus on my training from now on. All that time I spent trying to be the perfect girl for Sasuke, and what did it get me? Nothing at all. He barely acknowledged me, even now when we're on the same team. I have one of the strongest, Shinobi in Konoha as my sensei. And did I take advantage of that to get stronger? No. All I focused on was looks and how to act Sasuke out, which was a complete waste of time. When I dropped out of the exams, I was not lying or plotting anything. I'm not ready. And until I am, I'm gonna focus on my training and get better. Ino was speechless. All this time she thought that Sakura was trying to pull something, however, that didn't seem to be the case. But now Sakura didn't want Sasuke anymore, it seems. She wanted to focus on her training that made Sasuke was hers. What was she saying? Sasuke wasn't hers. He always ignored her as well. Maybe Sakura was right, Ino started to think to herself. That was well said, Sakura. And I'm glad to hear that you'll be taking your training seriously from now on. Sakura turned as she saw her sensei along with the others. Kakashi sensei, how long have you been here? Long enough to see my student mature in front of my eyes. Kakashi said with the eye smile. I can see your flames of youth shining brightly, Sakura-san. I, my guy, will help you fan those flames into an inferno, said Guy. As Sakura cringed back a bit, now she knew how everyone felt when she screamed at them. Thank you, Guy-sensei. But I think I'll have to go at my own pace for the moment, she said. Very well, but know this, the offer is always open. I won't lie and say that the thought of swiping one Kakashi, prize students, is not a welcoming thought, said Guy as he smiled towards Kakashi. Oh, sorry, Guy. Did you say something? Darn you, Kakashi, with your hippie attitude, said Guy. Guy-sensei, will you please quiet down and sit, said Tenten. As Kiba and Hinata entered as well. Down below the proctor arrived. It was Genma. The same rule applied. However, Dosu was gone. He was nowhere to be seen, so Choji would be facing Shino in the fourth match. As Harrison got up and gave a speech before he started up the exams. Alright, you heard the Hokage. The first match will be between Neji, Hyuga, and Arashi. Everyone else clear the arena. Meanwhile in the stands, pay close attention, Hanabi. This is what a true genius can do with a gentle style, said Hayashi to his preteen daughter. Yes, father, she said. Her voice was somewhat cold, as she was the younger sister of Hinata. Down below, fate has already decided the outcome of this battle. There is no way that you can win, said Neji. I made my own fate. As should you, said Naruto. I guess maybe you have no determination or will to do so. However, I do not stick to what someone tell me is gonna happen. As Neji's turn looked into a glare, fate cannot be changed. Just like I'm fated to serve the main branch of the Hyuga, your fate is to lose to me today. Well, you're lying to yourself right now. What, said Neji? If you truly believe in fate, you wouldn't try to fight it so much. And you wouldn't try to kill Hinata during the preliminaries, said Naruto. Anyway, I'm not here for a therapy session, so save the talking for someone else. Let's just do this. Fine then, it seems in a hurry to lose. I will end this quickly. Begin, the proctor said. Neji activated his Byakugan as he moved. Its attacks were quick and precise, however, none of them hit home, as Naruto kept on dodging back and deflecting and just looking at Neji. Neji got angry. I thought you were supposed to be some kind of elite bounty hunter, and yet you showed nothing special so far, he said, as Naruto was only dodging. As Naruto jumped back and pulled a kunai and launched it. Neji was about to block it with his own kunai, losing much time in that. However, Naruto went through a single hand sign, kunai clone jutsu. Neji had no choice as he saw the kunai multiply. He turned, rotation, as he spun. When Neji blocked everything, he was panting. What's wrong with me? That shouldn't have taken up so much chakra, he thought to himself. Amazing that he can pull off that move without any formal training. Hayashi stated, Father, what was that, said Hanabi? The rotation's advanced move only passed down through the main clan. For Neji to recreate that move, it just proved that he's genius when it comes to the gentle fist, Hayashi said. Up in the other stands, something is wrong with Neji, said Tenten. What do you mean, Tenten, said Guy. I helped Neji train for that exact purpose, for him deflecting my weapons. And yet, he was able to use the rotation more than once and he was never so tired. Guy turned his gaze toward the student who seemed to be panting, like he was exhausted already. That was impressive, said Naruto. But you seem confused. Is something wrong? What did you do to me, said Neji, as he narrowed his gaze. Oh, it's simple. I poisoned you. Neji was shocked by that. You poisoned me? Am I dying, he said. It's not that kind of poison. It's a slow-active chakra drainer. It is used to purge unwanted chakra from the system. Normally, without any strenuous activity, it will take at least all day for you to feel it. I put it in your breakfast this morning. It was really the perfect weapon to use against you. Now, as Naruto went through hand sign, summoning art, chains of the underworld, he said. Thick black chains exploded to the ground and wrapped Neji up. Now, do you yield, or should I bury you alive? You cheated. There is no way you could have beaten me otherwise. You cheated, Neji glared. Cheated? Of course I cheated. It's in the job description as a ninja. We cheat, we lie, we steal, to complete the mission. You were given the same instructions that we all receive. You were given 30 days to prepare a battle strategy to face your opponent. It's not my fault that you did not plan to disable your opponent before he even got to the arena. If you actually want to make Chunin, you have to start to think 20 steps ahead of your opponent. And if you actually live long enough to make the Jonin, you have to think at least 50 steps ahead. Now, do you yield, said Naruto, as Neji started to be sunk into the ground. Can he do that, said Tenten. Like he said, they were not prohibited to not attack each other before the exams. The only instruction they were given was to prepare, said Kakashi. It's quite an ingenious way to take the rules, while others will take those rules at face value. Arashi took full advantage of those rules. Said Asuma. It also shows what he said about planning ahead. If you want to move ahead in your careers, you have to plan ahead, said Kunai. He's a really smart fellow, that one, she said. Down below, Proctor. I forfeit, said Neji. Winner of the first round, said Genma. However, Hiruzen stepped up. Naruto Namikaze. The crowd was speechless as everyone turned towards the old man in the boots. Yes, it is true, he spoke up. 16 years ago, on the night of the Nine-Tailed Fox attack, the wife of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki gave birth to their sole heir. And there he is right now, Naruto Namikaze, Hiruzen said, as he stood there before the place erupted in cheers. As Naruto for once did not know how to react to this. Before he left, he didn't really have that much people, and now to see them all cheering for him going crazy. So he just awkwardly walked off. As he made his way up to the box, everyone was looking at him except for Gaara, who was glaring towards Hokage's box. So, you're the son of the Fourth Hokage? Troublesome. Where have you been, Shikamaru asked. Out and about, said Naruto. I was trained outside of Konoha for safety issues. If it was known that the son of the fourth was strolling into the village, it would have brought a whole set of new problems to Konoha that he couldn't deal with at the time. And that's all I can say. Over to Sakura. Is he really the son of the Fourth Hokage? She was just so shocked, and she couldn't believe it. Yes, he is. How long have you known Kakashi? Said Kunai. Yes, my rival. Keeping such a secret is so unyouthful, said Guy. I confirmed it after the preliminaries, so I don't know why you're all so upset. Besides, Asuma had known long before me. Asuma sighed. Thanks a lot, Kakashi, he said, in a sarcastic tone. In the Kage's booth. That was quite a surprise, Lord Hokage. I was rather disappointed to not see the last Uchiha in the exams, however, to know that the son of the fourth is here. Well, it's a welcoming surprise. Yes, I thought so as well, Harrison said. The next match was Temari vs Shikamaru. As Naruto faded into the backing area, in a dark corner. Any problems getting here, Naruto asks. No, none at all. Good. Now here's what I want you to do, said Naruto, as he was speaking to someone there. Yes, the person said. After, Naruto told him what to do. It won't be a problem. Good luck, Naruto. I don't need luck, he won't have anywhere to go. And by the time he realized what is going on, he will already be dead. When Naruto got back, he saw Shikamaru forfeit. Lazy bum, he said. The next match was Rock Lee vs Gaara. The match was brutal, as by the end of it, the both of them were on the ground. Gaara was furious, as he was badly hurt it seems. He was trying to hold Lee in his hand, however, explosion went off. As the invasion began, immediately Naruto flashed behind Temari and chopped her in the back of the neck as she fell unconscious. Shikamaru, take Temari to the old Uchiha military police bunker and lock her up. She's the daughter of the Kasakage. She will be an important part of negotiation later, so make sure you keep her alive, said Naruto. Troublesome. Who put you in charge in the way, Shikamaru said, as he hated to have to do extra work. He wanted to pretend like he was sleeping, but Naruto knew that he was awake. The Hokage did actually. Now get a move on and watch out for that puppet using Sand Ninja. She's his sister, so he might come looking for her. If you get the chance, capture him. As Naruto jumped down, Hey Baki, he said. As Baki turned towards him, Your mother was a snowblower, said Naruto, as Baki collapsed face first. I see that someone paid a visit to Inoichi, said Genma as he walked up. On the seal there was a phrase implanted in his head that would knock him out when he heard it, and that was a phrase. Can you get Lee out of here, said Naruto. I'll take care of the sand kid. Yeah, don't worry, said Genma as he made his way and picked up Lee, who could barely stand. Gaara was just regaining his senses, as he slowly noticed someone walking towards him. No, said Gaara as he saw Lee be carried away. He would not leave here until he proved my existence. However, before he could move, golden chains wrapped him tightly, as it broke right through his sand like it was nothing, and he started to chip away at his armor. What is this? These are my binding chakra chains, and nothing can break through them, said Naruto from behind Gaara. Release me. I have to prove my existence by killing him, said Gaara. Well, that's no reason to release you, said Naruto as he pulled Gaara forward before. He quickly pulled out the tag out of his pouch. No, let me go! I have to kill him, Gaara screamed. Demonic seal. Demonic suppression seal, said Naruto. As Gaara fell unconscious, as Naruto created a clone. You know what to do. On it, boss, the clone says. He picked up Gaara and moved off with him. As Naruto looked around, as Konoha was winning tremendously, they were prepared for this, as he noticed. Kabuto had spilled the beans about what Orochimaru planned to do. The Edo Tensei. Someone appeared beside Naruto. Are you ready, Naruto? Yeah, I'm ready. Get me up there, Haku, said Naruto. As you wish. Secret Jutsu. Demonic Ice Mirrors. As a mirror form and also form inside the barrier, as Naruto stepped through it. Thanks, Haku. Now go and tell Zabuza that he's only allowed to kill the Sand and Stone ninjas, and no one else. I will remind him, Haku said, disappearing back in the mirror. Enma! Naruto heard as he turned his gaze to see Hashirama rushing towards the third. As he flashed through hand sign, wind style, Reaper Sight. A sight made from wind slides right through the first Hokage, as Naruto pulled out his staff, before he bashed it in the man's upper half, throwing him away. As he turned to see Tobirama down, Hiruzen getting his second win. Naruto-kun, how did you get in here, Sir Tobi said. I had a friend drop me off, said Naruto, as he turned to the snake. Well, the son of Yellow Flash. What a surprise to find out that you were still alive. If I had known that you were an option, I might have done things a bit differently. You know your father stole something from me. I should have been the Hokage instead of that brat. Yeah, I heard about that temper tantrum that you threw after being denied. Breaking down and crying to some bottle of steaks, said Naruto with a smirk. I see you've been talking to Jiraiya, Orochimaru said, his tone coming out angry. I'll make it a point to kill him after you're both dead. As Naruto ducked the kick of Hoshirama and slammed a hand into his chin, knocking his head upwards, Hiruzen twirled and slammed Enma right into Tobirama before he could reach him. Lightning release. Lightning rod jutsu, said Naruto, as he deflected the sword strike aimed towards Hiruzen back from Orochimaru. Orochimaru shrieked out in pain as he backed off. Wind, and also lightning. You're turned out to be a rather interesting person, Naruto-kun. If you really want to see something interesting, said Naruto as he smirked. Watch this. Resistance seals, release. The entire village felt it as Naruto. True power was unlocked. A wave of pure power shook and started to crack the barrier. The roof started to violently crack. Even the two former Hokages stopped in their tracks. Orochimaru was baffled as Naruto blurred away. Orochimaru found himself in the ground, with his left arm cut clean off. This is for Anko, Demon Art, Nine-Tailed Poison Mayatsu. As Naruto spat a red mist right at Orochimaru, who accidentally inhaled it. With the shock of his arm cut off, he inhaled the red mist. As he started to choke, he felt like his insides were being burned up. Drop the barrier! Now, he yelled. As the mist started to spread, Orochimaru had no idea what he just inhaled. As Naruto absorbed at the mist, knowing that if it spread too far, everyone here would die. As that gave the group enough time to grab Orochimaru and flee out of there. As Naruto moved to where Hiruzen was, as he arrived to see Kin and Zaku lying in a pile of ash. The Hokages were gone as Hiruzen sat on a branch. He turned towards Naruto. You know, I'm too old for this shit, he said. As Naruto started to laugh as he pulled his scroll. Inside his scroll was 2 bottles of sake, as he handed one to the old man, as the both of them popped the cork and took a swig. Hiruzen said that smirk, enjoying the sake. But guys, if you enjoyed right here, for the next part, and do like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications to stay posted. And remember guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the other channels and enjoy the other what ifs over on Anime King 3, Anime King, and Anime Prince, guys. Yes, I indeed have 4 channels that I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy, so go ahead and destroy that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support, and yeah, I'm out for now. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. See you guys soon. Peace, guys.